Have you ever had that feeling, that gnawing sense of uncertainty about your career?
Oh, definitely.
Or maybe you've gotten advice that just felt, well, a little old-fashioned, like it came from another era.
Yeah, the whole find a good company, climb the ladder, stay put thing.
Exactly. If that sounds familiar to you listening, you are absolutely not alone. The
Yeah.
whole world of work, it's just fundamentally shifted. The old rules, they just don't really cut it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're doing a deep dive into a really essential guide for this new landscape. It's called The New Rules of Work, a modern career guide.
Great book.
It really is. It's by Alexandra Cavoulacos and Kathryn Minshew. They're the co-founders of the Muse, which is a fantastic career platform.
Yep.
The book came out in 2017, and it offers this really modern roadmap for anyone trying to, not just survive, but actually thrive in the 21st century workplace. So our mission for you today is to pull out the most important, the most actionable pieces of knowledge from what they share. We'll get into discovering your purpose, modern networking, handling career changes, all that stuff.
All designed to help you approach your career with maybe some new clarity, some confidence.
Exactly.
And maybe just to set the stage here, it's really important to grasp the core shift the book talks about so well.
Correct.
That old model, loyalty to one employer for decades, that's pretty much gone.
Yeah, evaporated seems like the right word.
Right. Success today isn't about having some rigid, long-term plan carved in stone. It's much more about being agile, having deep self-awareness, and really committing to lifelong learning.
This deep dive isn't just about summarizing the book.
No, not at all. It's about exploring how you can actually apply these ideas to really take charge of your own career path, make it work for you.
Okay, let's unpack that fundamental change right away, because it really is transformative. The book just keeps coming back to this idea that careers today, they aren't linear.
Not at all.
They zigzag, they take weird turns. That single straight path idea, it's basically, history.
You might move sideways or even, take a step back sometimes to gain a skill that lets you leap forward later. It's much more dynamic.
Yeah.
And what's fascinating, I think, is the book's core insight here. Adaptability is the new security.
Ooh, I like that. Adaptability is the new security.
Yeah. It's a really profound shift in how you should think about stability. Instead of, clinging to that dream of 30 years with one company.
Which barely exists anymore.
Right. The focus needs to be on building this diverse portfolio of skills that make you marketable wherever you go.
So your value isn't tied to one employer.
Exactly. It's tied to your skill set, which is always evolving. It makes you less vulnerable, right?
Yep.
To layoffs, economic shifts, or even just realizing a job isn't the right fit.
It's about having options, being agile.
Precisely. It's proactive. It opens up opportunities you might not even have thought of otherwise.
And they have that great quote to really drive it home, the one I love. Your career is not a ladder, it's a jungle gym.
Yes, the jungle gym.
Think about what that actually means for you, practically. On one hand, it's incredibly freeing, right?
Totally. Explore different paths, swing sideways.
Go into a new department, maybe even a whole different industry to get experience, then jump up later.
But there's the other side, too.
Yeah, it's also a challenge, isn't it? Because unlike a ladder, where the next step is pretty obvious, on a jungle gym, you have to actively choose, where do I swing next? It takes way more initiative.
Way more self-direction than just, keeping your head down and climbing the next rung. And if you connect that to the bigger picture, this whole ladder to jungle gym thing, it perfectly mirrors the 21st century economy itself.
How so?
Well, think about it. We're in this era of just massive tech disruption, global connection, business models changing constantly.
AI is changing jobs, the gig economy.
Exactly. Whole industries are transforming. So professionals have to be incredibly agile. You have to be comfortable navigating multiple jobs, maybe different industries, entirely new career paths over your working life.
So the jungle gym isn't just a nice metaphor.
No, it's basically the reality of how things work now for professionals.
Okay, so if you're standing there on this huge, sprawling jungle gym, looking at all the bars and swings, how do you even begin to figure out where to go next?
Yeah, that's the big question. And the book really emphasizes that self-reflection is key.
Which sounds simple, but it's actually quite hard work.
It really is. It means taking deliberate time to genuinely figure out your core values, like what truly matters to you.
Not just what looks good on paper.
Right. And what are your actual strengths?
Yeah.
The things you're naturally good at, what skills do you enjoy using? That's important too.
Not just the ones you can do.
Exactly. And your real interests, even if they don't seem immediately career-related, this isn't just like a feel-good exercise.
No, it's foundational. It stops you from just randomly swinging around without any real purpose.
Yeah.
And what I like is that the book doesn't just say, go self-reflect. It gives you actual tools.
Concrete things you can do.
Yeah, like dedicated journaling, to capture your thoughts. Taking career assessments, those can give you some structured insights.
And crucially, asking for feedback.
Oh, that's a big one. Asking peers, mentors, supervisors, people who actually see you in action.
And not just, how am I doing? But specific questions. What do you see as my unique strengths? Or where can I add more value that maybe I don't realize?
These aren't just one-time things either, are they?
No, they're ongoing practices. You constantly refine your understanding of yourself.
Okay, so self-reflection is the start. But then what? How do you solidify that direction? Test things out?
Right, because reflection alone isn't enough. The book highlights that experimentation matters.
Experimentation, how does that work in a career?
Well, it encourages you to kind of treat your career path like a startup. Use a lean approach.
Okay, like test and iterate.
Exactly. Try things out. Actively pursue internships, maybe, even if you're already experienced, but looking to pivot.
Or side projects?
Yeah, volunteer for side projects in areas you're curious about. Take on new responsibilities that stretch you.
So you're testing roles, skills, clarifying your path without making some huge irreversible leap.
Precisely. You're gathering data, iterating, pivoting based on what you learn from real experience. It takes away some of that fear of making the wrong choice.
Because every experiment teaches you something.
Exactly. Valuable information.
And there's another key lesson threaded through the book, one that really stuck with me, the need to clarify your why.
Yes. Understanding your deeper motivation.
Right. Beyond just the paycheck or the job title. What actually drives you? Is it making an impact, solving problems, creativity, leading, learning?
Knowing that why becomes your compass on the jungle gym.
Yeah. It gives purpose to your swings, helps you choose opportunities, and honestly, it probably helps you bounce back when things get tough.
Makes the whole journey feel more meaningful.
Okay, so you've done the inner work, you've got a clearer direction, you know your why. Now, how do you actually get the jobs, land those opportunities?
Right, the practical part.
The book's pretty clear that resumes and cover letters, they've changed a lot.
Oh, yeah. The old spray and pray approach with a generic resume.
Dead. Completely gone. The key now is tailor applications to each and every role.
Which means doing your homework.
Meticulously researching the company, the specific job description, and then using their keywords, their language, in your resume.
And crucially, highlighting measurable achievements. Quantify your impact.
Yes. Instead of just saying managed projects.
Let's say something like managed projects that boosted efficiency by 15%. Give concrete value.
Makes such a difference.
But it's not just about the documents anymore, is it?
Not at all. Personal brand matters, maybe more than ever.
Your LinkedIn profile, your online portfolio, just your overall digital footprint. It's as important as your CV now.
It shapes how people see your professional value before they even talk to you.
Totally. So the advice is to proactively craft a strong personal brand. Because that online visibility, it builds credibility.
So having a polished, up-to-date LinkedIn profile, that's more than just a resume list.
Right. Maybe sharing relevant articles, joining industry discussions thoughtfully.
Curating content that aligns with your expertise, being intentional about the story you tell online.
Exactly. Does it reflect who you are professionally and the value you bring?
Okay, now here's where I think it gets really interesting. The book absolutely hammers home that networking is essential.
But maybe not networking the way most people think of it.
Exactly. It reframes it completely. It's not just your close friends or going to stuffy events to collect cards.
No, it talks about tapping into weak ties.
Weak ties. Explain that.
Okay, so these are your casual contacts, acquaintances, friends of friends, people you don't interact with every day.
And why are they so powerful?
Because your immediate circle, your strong ties, they often have the same information and connections you do.
Right. You're all in the same bubble, kind of.
Kind of. But a weak tie, a friend of a friend, might be in a totally different field, have access to opportunities you'd never hear about otherwise.
They're like bridges to new worlds.
Exactly. A gold mine for unexpected paths and fresh ideas. And there's that great quote that sums it up.
Which one?
Networking isn't about collecting contacts. It's about building genuine relationships.
Ah, Yes, that's huge. It's about mutual respect, helping each other, not just what can you do for me?
Right. And this connects to another core insight, networking applications. Often, anyway.
Meaning relationships open more doors than just sending in a resume cold.
Way more. Think about the hidden job market, all those roles filled through referrals before they even get posted.
A personal intro, a recommendation from someone trusted that carries weight.
Huge weight,
Mm.
which makes invest in your network such critical advice. Cultivate those connections before you need something.
Build the relationships first.
Yeah. Okay, and then when you actually get the interview, maybe thanks to that networking,
Absolutely.
the book advises thinking about interviewing as storytelling.
Using structured ways to frame your answers, like the STAR method.
Right, STAR. Situation, task, action, result. Can you give a quick example?
Sure. So if they ask about overcoming a challenge, instead of just, I fixed a bug, you'd use STAR.
Okay.
Situation. Our client site crashed right before a launch. Task. I had to diagnose it and fix it fast. Action. I triaged, worked with the devs, found a database issue, implemented a hotfix in 30 minutes. Result. Service restored, launch saved, client happy.
Wow, see, so much more impactful. It shows the how and the outcome, not just the what.
Exactly. It tells a story of your competence.
All right, so you did it, you put in the work, navigated the jungle gym, told your story, landed the job. Congrats.
Woohoo.
But what's next? The book says the first 90 days set the tone.
Super critical period. It's not just about showing up, it's about integration, proving value quickly. And beyond just finding quick wins, what should you focus on?
Building relationships, real authentic connections with colleagues, understanding the company culture, the real culture, not just the mission statement.
The unspoken rules.
Yeah, who are the key players? The informal leaders? What are the team's biggest challenges? Asking, listening. That helps you integrate way faster than just focusing on tasks.
Makes sense. And beyond those first 90 days.
Communication is king, especially now, with so many ways to communicate.
Email, Slack, meetings, presentations.
You need to adapt your style, know when to use which channel, tailor the message. It's vital. And just as critical, feedback.
Right. Feedback fuels growth.
Don't wait for the annual review. Seek it out proactively, schedule check-ins, ask specific questions like, what's one thing I could do differently to be more effective here?
And actually be open to hearing the answer.
Yes, that honest input is what really speeds up your development, helps you adjust your course on the jungle gym.
And thinking longer term on that jungle gym, relationships matter immensely.
This goes beyond just being friendly. It's strategic, building allies, finding mentors for guidance.
And sponsors too, right? That's different from a mentor.
Absolutely. A mentor advises you. A sponsor advocates for you. Uses their influence to open doors, champion your work when you're not in the room. You really need both.
Okay, connecting this back to the bigger picture, the book is very clear. Career pivots are normal.
Totally normal. People change jobs every, 2 to 4 years on average now?
So don't fear failure. View setbacks or paths that don't work out as redirections, not dead ends.
Exactly. It empowers you to take those calculated risks, to explore. And the key to pivoting successfully, leveraging your transferable skills.
Skills that aren't tied to one specific job.
Right. Critical thinking, problem solving, leadership, communication, EQ. These apply across industries. They give you flexibility.
So you could move from marketing to product or finance to operations by reframing what you already know how to do. And the big overarching message for staying successful, staying agile on this constantly changing jungle gym, it's learn continuously.
You have to. Consciously. Stay future-proof.
Actively invest in new skills.
Right.
Online courses, certifications.
Or even just dedicating time each week to read industry news, follow thought leaders. The ROI on continuous learning, it's massive. It keeps you adaptable, valuable.
It reinforces that quote again. Adaptability is today's most valuable career skill.
Without it, you risk getting left behind.
Yeah.
And this all leads to, I think, the fundamental insight of the whole book. Career growth is self-directed.
You can't just wait around.
No. Waiting passively for promotions or opportunities. That's an outdated model. It'll leave you stuck.
In today's world, you have to be proactive. You have to create the opportunities.
Propose that new project.
Yeah.
Take on a leadership role, even if it's informal. Spot a gap the company has and step up to fill it.
As the book says so powerfully, and I think it's the perfect call to action, don't wait for opportunities to come to you. Go create them.
Love that.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, our listener? The central idea, the really empowering one from the new rules of work, is that your career, it's this dynamic, evolving journey. It's not some fixed destination you arrive at.
Right, it needs your active participation, continuous evolution of skills, of mindset, a willingness to embrace change.
You're the architect.
Absolutely. And the ultimate takeaway from the book, the bottom line, is just so empowering. Own your career, no one else will do it for you.
It's a clear call. Take agency, shape your professional life yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So given that key insight, that adaptability is today's most valuable career skill, we want to leave you with a final thought to chew on.
Okay.
What is one specific new skill or area of knowledge you could start exploring, maybe even this week, to future-proof your own unique jungle gym path, to start building more of your own opportunities?
Could be anything. An online course in data analytics, maybe. Learning basics of an AI tool.
Or even just setting aside an hour to really read up on an emerging trend in your field. Think about it. What's your next strategic swing?
Good question to ponder.
We'll see you next time for another deep dive.